Nuke? Nuke? It's time for Nuke, Alan.
It's good fun. Saw it a lot of times in the Jean Chapin close qualifier. And as you said, it's a map that definitely is being altered, so could be seeing some funky Counter-Strike to come.
Ah, they threw the mini smoke! They threw mini smoke first round! Alright, cool. Talk about that in a moment. We talked about it in the pregame. Here comes a little bit of fun outside, and it's working beautifully for forZe. Body after body dropping on this outer fight, and it pays dividends. Raijin,
talk to me about the smoke. What is it actually landing on?
That spread on Reddit last week. Somebody posted about it. Basically, because of the way smokes now function, where they don't bloom in an orb around wherever they land, but they rather drop, right? Which avoided some of the weird behavior with CS2 smokes. You land the smoke from spawn. It's a pretty easy lineup. You land it on the edge of the mini roof, and then it drops down to just form a nice curtain over mini. So that's just showing the way the new smoke and nade behaviors are just altering the way that we play on a map that has a very established meta like Nuke already. It's very cool to see. That kind of thing, what I love about CS2. Look at this aggression! Flashbangs, deadly, Belchenok in. And he's done so much damage here. He's low. This round might still be recoverable for forZe. That helps a lot. X5 is going to have to do some lifting, and he will do none of it. They know where Belchenok was. They've got the bomb. They know he has to be going heaven if he's going to threaten them. But he can't risk going into heaven as well, because you see, there's still an HE on Crad. Obviously, he doesn't know that. But he's so low, it would have done him in. So he's thinking, good call, Belchenok. High-fiving himself for not going for that one. Still, the mini wrap is not exactly going to be easy. One bullet does him in. Better be hoping they whiff. And they will not whiff.
Wow. What a round. So aggressive. And credit to Crad and Chalfie for turning it back. That looked so bad when the bomb was dropped in lobby. But Chalfie did very well. Clean stuff too in that afterplant. Very methodical. 2-on-1 for forZe and no gaps. And whilst it was a good attempt from PARIVISION, no bueno. No money snapped. Another eco's come for them. Of course, a few kills, so definitely incentivized. Pump a bit of cash into this one. And check out this round from forZe. So fast. First kill for Raijin. Trades are good though. And crisis averted.
Crisis averted indeed. That's a very fortunate break for forZe. I mean, that is exactly the play that you were hoping was going to happen if you're PARIVISION. But they can't capitalize. Didn't have much firepower in this round. Didn't deploy what they had effectively. So, it will be forZe almost certainly on to 3, unless Belchenok's got some magic to show us.
I tell you what, my heart was still in my mouth when that first kill came in. That looked scary. We know how potent the pistols are. It was a 4-man stack on A for PARIVISION. Very quickly could have gone south, and credit to those entries, Tinir and Crad, for cleaning up shop.
Yeah. Big moves as well, getting the kills with the SMGs. It's going to be some extra money in their pocketbooks going forward as they look to build up the early bank. Curious to see if they keep both MAC-10s into this one. If they do, that should tell us fast play coming through again. But we could easily see at least 1, if not 2 upgrades here.
There's 2 players without head armor on that defense. Of course, we get the presence of that oversight. Looks like Tinner's going to keep that MAC-10.
Don't mind that. It's so powerful right now.
Yeah, it's just
especially
even
online.
You know, even if you're not getting kills with it, the amount of space you create, the amount of, you know, that first player is so fast, it makes the trading guy so easy. Because it's just a nightmare to fragging.
Oh, they don't know players out red already. Belchenok's not behaving as if he knows Crad's here. Crad's slowing up, but if he had gone for that swing, I think Belchenok was dead man. At this point, he's been able to reset. And the AWP in Exapower's hands is coming into secret, so this engagement's going to get a little interesting. forZe are holding for the secret push. Here it comes. Smokes up. Surely he peeks now. Exapower gonna nail the first, but can he get away? He can indeed. Good read. Good response. He's out of there. Tinir, though. There we go. That MAC-10 having some impact here. They're already into hell. Oh, Raijin did not get the comms that they could be there this fast. Didn't have the timing. Very fortunate on that turn that he gets the kill, but again, he is dropped. And now they've got some choices about where they actually want to go do forZe. They know there was a player secret. Could be down ramp. Don't believe they have any information on the A site, but they're going to probe it. And Shalfie's going to find contact. Smoke up. Forces X5 into the brawl. He gets one. The second not there, though. And so the bomb can make its way to be planted. They know Jerry was sectioned off by smoke. They know X was the lower. So the bomb's going to go down.
This is so good with the player in heaven. Shalfie just needs information. Rizal can win this. Pretty handedly. Good plant for him too. And nobody's peeking. It's slow stuff from PARIVISION. They need to get a move on. Jerry's coming from Squeaky. X-Power post, and that's
it.
Brutal from Shalfie. And now, even with that frag player up in heaven, Jerry needs a miracle to win this.
No kid, even on the stick. No, he's got it. Does he have time? He does. Oh no, Rizal didn't need to commit to that fight, but the threat of the smoke made him panic a bit, and Jerry bailing his team out as he did so many times on Mirage.
From the jaws of defeat. I said it, the player up in heaven is so strong. So strong. Massive one-on-one advantage with a player up there. Jerry, though, did a lot of work to win that. Even so, forZe have not... You know, they can't let that get too into their minds. Got a bit of a player dropping out. Hopefully we're not here too long. Because they got a lot of money. PARIVISION only live with one player at the end of the day, guys. It is not an ideal situation for them. By any means. So when these players get back in... a bit of a pause here as well to talk for forZe. It might not be too bad either. I think they got away with that round. That was scary stuff. When forZe had all that out of control, it was so difficult for PARIVISION to play. They couldn't even push into Squeaky because players were coming from main so early. They got away with that round. And we said that quite a lot this series, let's be honest.
Yeah, very true. And of
the
course,
MO
as well,
of them at the moment.
How
do they keep getting away with this?
Well, bailing. Well, but look at the long game. Bailing out of one round with one player surviving.
Yeah.
Your opponent's going to invest immediately back in.
And their T side, so they can just keep buying.
Yeah.
They've already got a good round haul. It's not ideal. Not ideal. What do you make of the new guns then? I think Tin Air looks explosive. To me,
I'm liking him so far.
I have to assume Z and X isn't actually an AWPer.
I'm not sure.
We've got a bit of a gap here. We might as well look into his HLTV stats.
We can dive in. He on HLTV he's Stinix. So I'm not really sure which way we're supposed to be saying this, but I'm sure someone will inform us at some point. Let's see. Lifetime, no, definitely not an AWPer. At least in his games represented on HLTV. He's actually only 2.3% AWP rate, which is very low. Let's see his previous teams. Envision, who I've never heard of. Seems like, unfortunately, we might have a little bit of extra time here, folks, while we get an issue resolved. So while we look up Stinix's AWP stats, we'll send it to a quick break and be right back with you.
up, don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind.
We are back, and we have confirmed, I believe, that CNX or Stinix or Zinix or whatever his name is, not typically an opera, but he's been doing all right with the gun, Alan.
Yeah. Well, he has to have an impact on this half, that is for sure. Super slow opening from forZe.
I'm honestly a little surprised, based on what we saw in Mirage, that forZe are getting the op on T side. They didn't really touch the gun until the second half.
I don't think you need it on this map, especially do you, because why not have the versatility of those rifles? That's how they won the T side, especially in overtime on Mirage, was blatant aggression. It was pace, it was fast reactions.
Belchnock's pushed up in secret here.
Molotov,
does it cover him or is it deeper in? Doesn't cover him. Belchnock's got an opportunity here. I don't think they're checking this. Shalfie. Oh, never mind. Presence of mind there from Shalfie. He's been having a ripper of a start to this map. And it continues with a head ripper of a shot.
This could be a save, you know. Nobody's moving. Nobody's moving for PARIVISION. They were fully kind of gambled on. It's not even gambled. They were just relying on Belchnock to buy time, grab information, and of course none of that happened when the lead came out of Shalfie's gun. These guys, we saw a little bit of this on Mirage. They do stick around sometimes a little bit too long. It is a kill, but this is a tough retake if forZe don't present themselves.
Is that kill enough to coax them back in? On the smoke fade, ZNX is posted up. Krad's close at hand. Oh no, ZNX, why does he come off? He had the right idea. He had the right idea. Maybe the inexperience with the big green showing. It's a 2-on-2 now in the post plant. Make that just Shalfie in the clutch. We heap the praise on him. Got 2 kills in this already. They line up! And Shalfie going to the sidearm. No! Tries to force the issue. Can't get it done. What an effort there from Shalfie. What a round from him right up until the last few bullets.
We saw a couple of those on Mirage.
Oh,
the
I don't
BM.
know about that X5.
Whoa. Get hot under the collar now. Okay.
I don't know. Was you almost lost that 1v2 X5. I don't know.
I know.
I don't know about that one.
Celebrating the almost disaster after plant. That's what that was in the end. Wow. Okay, it is another buy for forZe. I think it's the right decision. ZNX, he hasn't bought any nades. Is he going in first? Is this fast?
Okay, Tinner's already in. The trade is there, though. XM. Get needs to. The flash play through. Little brutal X power shotgun opping. It's all into Krad now. Lots of time to spin this one out. We saw him recover some tough situations on Mirage. It could be done here once more.
This is a massive 1v2. Money's on the brink for PARIVISION. Their loss bonus has dropped all the way down, having won a couple rounds on the trot. If Krad can win this, this half suddenly becomes fantastic for forZe.
Belchnock got the angle, the deep angle as well on it. Oh no, the timing, but he'll get away with it. That, you gotta be breathing a sigh of relief if you're Belchnock right now. That could have been disaster.
Are they going in again? Really? Without a plant?
Seems like it.
I back the other buys, Mike, but this is...
This one's too far?
Proof will be in the pudding, but this is wild.
If they win it, though, the money still tenuous. Only 2 players survived the last. They know how close this has been, and there we go. Lightning fast play. Do they know Jerry's here? No, they don't. And Belchinaut coming through the mini smoke. This one's shut down. It looked good for a moment. But forZe lost track. Didn't have the discipline. Don't know what everybody was looking at, but they weren't looking the right ways. In the right times. Don't gotta fight this, Raijin. You need to keep bodies alive, Raijin. I like the placement of the sticker on that tech. We won't get to see it again. Just a little flame sticker on the butt of the Tech 9.
forZe haven't had a full buy in ages. Just keep buying. That's true.
Certainly they can't here. No
I
bomb
backed the others. They could have broken the money. The buy themselves is pretty good. But this is what happens when you take it too far. Now they have to swallow their pride a little bit. Best case scenario is pistol armor on a few of these guys.
I mean, yeah, you could still get a techie armor round for a lot of them. Deagles. They're going to prioritize the Deagles over the techs. Only Tinner picking up what I think is currently the superior pistol. Ooh, he's spotted, but Xenex is down. If he wants to be. This is really interesting now. I think Xenex is aware that he's been seen. So they're going to have to pay some mind to this, but no one's dropped lower, so they're not too worried about it just yet.
You can sometimes be very calm about this because you know the bomb has to get there somehow. As long as you're holding the back through ramp. Shouldn't be too scared.
Reinforcements in ramp. This is insane. 3 players are here right now. And Crad just don't care. Crad does not care at all. Belchinaut's now got to hold the line, and he's overwhelmed.
What?
So advantage found for the pistols. forZe making this happen now. Would love to get that bomb down. Tinner spotted a player. He's sticking around the fight. Could be problem here. Tinner now realizes, uh-oh, might have misplayed that one. Molotov gonna be there, needs to chase. Can he get the plant off? That's the question. No, hasn't chosen to prioritize the plant, so now he needs Xenex, who's gone walkabout. Not enough bullets in the gun. Yike. This one got so close. But now it feels like it's falling apart, coming apart at the seams, and Xenex, instead of just joining his teammates up lower, wanted to go for the cheeky play all the way around. Can't blame him. He's got a Glock. You gotta find some way to maximize that, Alan. But, oh, that falls apart for forZe.
You can look at it the other way. Why didn't the other player that dropped down lower try and link up through Secret or even end A? You could have ended A. You definitely were pulling everybody. And then they'd come back in through heaven, and maybe that Glock could have got, you know, in and amongst the reeds, done some damage. There were options there for forZe. It was an eco, so they still did amazing damage. It was a great attempt, but there was a chance there. There was a chance there to really do damage to PARIVISION. Even so, money's low. Pauses in. Quick discussion. First full buy round for a long time. Can imagine it's pretty hard to call at the moment with all those weird buys, but finally got all the bells and whistles. Again, T-side AWPing, man. They've clearly got conviction on this. It must be part of their defaults or something, because I've got to be honest, based on what I've seen so far on this T-side, 5 rifles is better for them. Have that versatility.
Whoa, what on earth is this? The walk through the smoke outside Mini, and somehow Xenex doesn't actually land that shot. Must have been movement on him to miss that. But Exapower gets the leg. I mean, he was reading the play. I don't know how Exapower gets away with this one. I do not know. That's got to be frustrating for Xenex. Should have been an opener, served on a silver platter. Instead, he's versed for the wear, and in a round where they don't have a lot to work with, this one could be tough. Smoke's gonna be down outside. This will allow Crowd to maneuver. These are the mouse smokes. Oh, and Krad's duel with Raijin. This could be the round, and Krad's won it. This opens so much more up. He wants to bring it back up top as a result, which means he's going to be hunting Belchinaut. Belchnok in towards credit card. Kratz just slipped by him. This gets real weird now, Alan. Belchnok's aware of the possibility, but who's got the shot? It's Belchnok. And meanwhile, forZe's done nothing with the distraction that was provided them.
It's not so good either, because even though killing a player in secret, nobody dropped lower for PARIVISION. They seem to be intent, and nobody's down. And they still got 2A, they got a player close by. It's practically 3A. This is not an easy take by any stretch of the imagination.
No one's checking top hut. The trade is there, at least, but Jerry's gonna make a play. Jerry, he's got one. The second as well. It all falls to ZNX. 10 seconds. He's just not got the time even for this plant, I don't believe. 7, 6, 5, 4. Just enough. Just enough. Bomb's going to go down, but he's dead certainly right off of it. Still money gained. Averts the worst possible disaster.
These rounds are getting a little bit weird from forZe. I don't know. I mean, it seems with some certainty, I think Elian should be here and Crad not in an ideal world. They're surely going to mess with your protocols, with the strategies you can run. I imagine they went through a few things with Crad, but T-side Nuke is hard to call if you're not all on exactly the same page and you can't run your playbook. And we saw there so much util kind of going to waste. Yeah, but even with the entry, couldn't get it done. Even so, bomb plant is there. The money is... I'm going to keep saying it. The money's not great for PARIVISION, so forZe can just win a round. Still scope for this T-side to look good.
Big kill for Belchnok early.
Oh, he gets out as well for free. So good.
I'm playing well outside here. That's a nice answer, though. Oh, now down, Heaven Presence gone. This opens up so much, puts pressure onto the ramp player. You can see Jerry's trying to get active now in mini to find something back. Raijin's focused up. That allows Result out if he wants it, and now he's taking the space. Problem is the bomb's left outside, but Shalfie's just going to kill everybody. In the meantime, why not? It all falls to Belchnok, and they know where he is. ZNX, you can't die here in a 1v1. Creeping around Belchnok's focus, snapped around, and so the kill is going to be free. I'll be honest, still don't like the way they finished that round, but the openers are good enough to give them the close.
It's that kill onto the Xe power up in Heaven that completely busted open the map, and I know it might have looked a little bit silly with, you know, Jerry and his teammate pushing out a mini, but I actually don't hate it. They were so down on info. There could have been players wrapping outside, as you said. That player, was it Raijin in ramp? He was completely sandwiched. He couldn't move. So, granted, PARIVISION might have played themselves into that position, but I'm not going to fault the aggression. Probably was their best bet from where they were. And what have we got here? Ooh, this is
X5 with the
spicy.
XM. And never even pulls the trigger.
We've seen this so much, haven't we? The shotguns are really hard to use because you just can't get off that first bullet nearly as fast as you could have.
You have to be the one swinging. If you're the one swinging, they're really potent. But as with everything in CS2 right now, if you are not the initiator of the engagement, you are at a massive disadvantage. As we see right there, Jerry deleted. Flashbang even to make his life worse, but this is going to be the bomb planted, and this should be a save for PARIVISION.
Where's the teammates?
Not here.
Yeah, they're just completely elsewhere. Jerry all on his lonesome, even after losing his teammate. That was never going to go well if forZe ended A. And after a bit of a drought, let's call it that, in the middle of this half, forZe right back at it. Still is a CG-sided map. 5 is going to be in the bank. And the buy probably will be 5 rifles, but FAMASs aren't great. Lack of head armor, probably not full nades. Just a couple players. Looking good. Looking good. Shalfie's had a good day at Counter-Strike. Result 2. Shalfie for me is, I didn't get any in this round, but that boy is getting some impact frags and then some on some of these rounds.
Absolutely with the openers. Fortunately for PARIVISION, all 3 players do survive, so they got a little bit of firepower at least into the final round of the half. But this gap has closed, and forZe, I mean, coming off of the T side, like you get a 6-6 here. A bit of a coup. Tough to read. CT side in general seems to be pretty disadvantaged across the board in CS2 so far. But our traditional nuke brains would still tell us the defense is supposed to have some sort of an edge.
Very aggressive. Look at this. Free outer Jerry and Garage. Belchonic up close. Below the silo. And XPower has to fight. Molly's going to force him wide. He is a lucky boy that player top silo didn't peek earlier. Stays alive for now. Crad gets his jewel. Belchonic, though, is stuck. Surely he gets traded. Makes it free. That is savage.
I'll just take the same fight. They say take the same angle on him. Result, it's all on you. And you're never going to have expected the second player ramp. If X5 just pushes, it could be over. But he'll wait. They'll draw the trap ever closer. Still a 4v1. XPower's pushed into the op of all things, but it's Belchonok to put him down. 4th kill of the round, and a halftime break on deck. We are back alive into the fun here. Belchonok went on a tear at the tail end of the half to secure PARIVISION. A substantial lead. Let's see if they can close and take us to a third map in this series. Make things interesting here, Alan. And Belchonok again looking to open things.
Did you not see the head?
He spotted Tinner. Now he has. Took him a minute. But it's Crad who strikes first. Out of secret, I believe that was. No, ZNX is the player in secret, who will also strike next. And there we go. Minimap lost me for a moment, but we're back into the fun, and it seems like we're going to get an A take.
Result is alone. That's the good news. But now Shalfie's back up in heaven. Result playing Mustang above Hut. It's really hard clear. But granted, it can be hard to hit the first shot if your results. Here those players come. Tin is nearby. Shot is hit in the end. Trade is not there. Result, that is assassination. That second kill. And a much needed pistol round for forZe. Within one now. No bomb plant either for PARIVISION. Looking good.
Looking good indeed.
Map to the good, of course. This is the map pick of forZe. forZe Mirage. We strongly suspect forZe are using Crad instead of Elian. We're not sure for the reason of that, but probably not planned, given it's the AWP that's missing. So, this would be a huge steal, Mike, especially with the format we have here in the EU, to not actually go down to the lower bracket when using a stand-in. That is a huge boon.
Big coup. If they can do it. X5. Dancing with death here on the headshot angle. He's actually won the duel. Not killed him just yet, but good damage considering he's got, what, a Glock? Okay, P250 at least makes that a little bit more acceptable, but is Xanax going to get overwhelmed? This is looking bad now for forZe, but quickly answered because Tinier just kills everybody with an MP9. Why not?
So just to clarify, I did forget, Mike, we have a new format.
We do have a new format.
We do have a new format.
I was just thinking that too.
Yeah,
like,
it's just how many seasons have we had now?
In the last year?
Yeah, we've had so many of the massive double in bracket that I was on autopilot. It is a group stage, 4 groups. PARIVISION and forZe both at the moment 1-1. So whoever wins this is sitting pretty good for a playoff spot.
Yes. Yeah, they keep shifting this format, Ross. They've announced new changes into next year. I think the European format's going to stay the same, but the NA format is shifting. Specifically, BO2s are coming in, apparently. I haven't read all the changes yet, but it's some interesting ideas. Interesting death for Jerry there. Looking good for forZe now. Shalfie getting back onto his impact fragging ways.
This is so bad, and that... I know you want to do something, XP-Power, but you needed that smoke, brother. You haven't got anything else left now. AWP holding ramp. Flashy has to be perfect. It looks like Ryden's going to peek. ZNX connects, and this round has crumbled and then some. They at least need a bomb plant. And even that looks like an impossibility at the moment.
It does. Look at the flank coming around from Crowd as well. Just a matter of time for Exapower. Manages to slip around the wall in towards Hut at least. So maybe that's a little bit of a surprise. Crowd certainly aware of the possibility will be deleted. Gives the information.
I wish
over to his
forZe would
team.
stop moving around so much.
40 seconds. They are shifting a lot. We criticize them for being stagnant on Mirage.
Yeah, it's a 5-on-2 though, isn't it? This one. Hold station.
A little bit needed.
Shalfie's alone. He's on 38 HP. He's playing solo A. If somehow X-Power can get a fight, pull rotations, that could look very different.
Oh, that's the read, though. They figure they're trying to link up lower. Now it's all onto X5, who may just be able to squeeze this bomb plane off. He does indeed, but the pinch in here now, he should be a dead man, and indeed, he will be.
So all in all, not a bad round from forZe. Certainly could have denied the bomb plant if we weren't playing Ring a Rosie so much. But even so, money's in the bank. PARIVISION now have a tough decision. I think they should half buy. You can't break the forZe money. What is the move? Tech 9 out on Raijin. That's what it looks like. Pistols, pistol armor. Nades bought early, so maybe a plan 2. What is the call, Jerry? He is known for some funky rounds, this guy, in the past. Always has a round or two up his sleeve. What have you got for us, Jerry? Show us something.
Gotta feel bad if you're Jerry. I guess it wasn't a headshot. That's how you console yourself. Little bit of initial tag up damage. Nothing substantial just yet. Seems like we're gonna get one salvo of utility out here, potentially out the door. Spam not connecting. And poor result just blinded up, dropped on down. The exchanges aren't awful. Now you've got two players, one of whom doesn't even have armor, to try and bring through this round. Belchnok for a moment there looked like he might have had purchase in towards the B site, but hesitation will actually wind up working out. Crad comes off of it.
Crad has so much to cover. He's the only player that can spot outer. He's the only player that can spot ramp by virtue of Shalfie and Zed and X being so committed to their positions. There's a window here for PARIVISION. And Belchnok has to get something done to break that glass, rip that window open.
Oh, he's made. What does that set up exit power on? Now he comes back up top. Krad's now going to be totally focused in. Oh, the peek around. He's got the kill. That's the bomb confirmed. Exit power's not in any position to do anything about this. Might get the kill on Shelfie. Should get the kill on Shelfie. I'll go so far as to say that. Just going to knife him. Okay, this could get cheeky. There's not a lot of time. 15 seconds. Gotta go. Bomb found. Uh-oh. Oh, this is getting weird. Bomb's gonna be forced down on the plant. Krad's coming to hunt it, but there's time enough. That's some money gained. X of power. Daylight robbery here. Can he get any more? No. That would be too much to ask, but Alan, that's something out of nothing for X of power.
3 kills and a bomb plant. It's not a bad day in the office on a half buy. Not a bad day in the office. That will help limit the money a bit. At least forZe had some bank build up, so I don't think we're quite in double eco territory if they lose this round. But that is damage they didn't need. Either way, guns are out. PARIVISION, first buy round of this second half, at least first in a while. More T-side AWPing. I don't buy it, Mike. I really think this is going through the motions. It is muscle memory buying this. I'm not seeing the value just yet of this T-side AWP. It's so hard to get it into position. Even in the after plants, it's not what it used to be. Well, let's see what XPower has planned. Maybe he's practicing.
He's playing with it outside initially. On top of the silo. But it's X5 who gets things started. That was just over the hut smoke, I think. Not even sure what his vision looked like. Oh, the pop of the smoke. That's big, but Belchnok takes advantage. The trade is there still. Tinier looks like he might want to make a play through. Doesn't spot the player getting into secret.
I don't think he expects Raijin. I don't think he expects him through.
He thinks it's clear. He's calling that it's clear, and now he's punished as a result of that. It's going to have to be ZNX, who goes 1 for 1. So not going to happen. All on to Krad. Bomb being planted. Is their money good enough that he doesn't have to save? No, it's really not. Needs to get this gun out of the round.
Really?
No. Surely not. All right, Krad, show us what you got. They're running out of time.
I guess the
Apparently,
one thing is, Mike, do you remember with the bomb explosion radius,
you got to get away.
There is value in just applying that little bit more pressure, at least putting the doubt in the mind they can still be on site. Does lose the gun. I somewhat see the logic, but maybe still would have been better off just getting out of there.
The problem is it's one of these half in, half out situations, right? He never goes over the lip, so he doesn't really hold them on sight, and then he never commits to the save, so he never really gets off the angle. Is one more kill there against a T side really going to make the difference? They're fortunate that they have the buy, but there are limitations. Look at this. A kit needs to be purchased by Tinier, but he's not going to do so. So they've got no kit in this round. They've got no head armor. That shouldn't matter.
Deadman's could have bought one as well. Big oversight.
Tinier's going to get aggressive. I can understand why he didn't want a kit if he was going to do this. Down in the shadow. of the schmallow he is. And he's gonna... Oh no, it's actually the op of ZNX, so he doesn't reveal his position. This is huge. Kill onto Belchanok. First body found. Exit power's up top here, but this is gonna freeze him up. Looking for his counterpart the other side and finding it. Flashbang not nearly enough to get ZNX past the angle. Do they clear him? Do they clear him, Alan?
He's got a shadow
This is
advantage.
everything.
But as we know, it's CS2. Peekers go wide. It's very hard to win this fight as a CT. And Raijin clears. Man advantage for them. There is information for forZe, but yet to make a significant move. Ramp hasn't pushed. They're not getting into lobby. I think they're committing A, Mike. If this bomb goes lower and PARIVISION start making noise and closing onto that B bomb site, it might have to be a save call because these guys are way out of position.
I mean, I also think they only saw Raijin because he just deleted him on that initial peak, right? So the bomb wasn't spotted, the extra presence wasn't spotted. It wasn't a lot of information to operate off of. Now they're in lower, now you're locked out. Aye, tough situation for forZe, but this has to be the plug pulled. That kill should just allow them to save. 3-on-3 though. Krad's already back in spawn.
It's no kit
He does
though,
not
isn't
want to
it?
get caught again.
The kit is a big deal. They had it. They might have considered this retake, but I think this is the right decision. What's their loss bonus going to be? Have they got enough to drop a rifle on a couple guys?
I think
Be
it's
close.
1900? It's either 19 or 24, right?
I think it's 24. Could be 19.
No. Yeah, it's just 1900. This is just their second round loss in a row.
Move then? Shalfie could drop a FAMAS. And then Tinir FAMASes himself or MP9s. Let's have a look. It's a really tough call.
I think
they should
hear
pause
me
for
out.
sure.
Hear me out. Shelfie drops a P250, ZNX buys himself armor, Tinir buys armor on a 5.7, and you just keep the money healthy going forward.
Very viable approach. Very viable.
That's what they're doing. That's why I'm a genius. Counter-Strike teams, you want a hut coach? You know, come get this guy. Undefeated Counter-Strike 2 coach, Alan.
Quite a lot of people are at the moment.
Well, I've actually coached a game on LAN in Counter-Strike 2.
Pre-release. Doesn't count.
Pre-release, and it was a tie. And a show match. But you know what? Undefeated coach.
But it still goes on the CV, of course.
It goes on the CV. Putting it in there. Undefeated show match coach. I actually should put that on my CV.
Well, we know you're writing one, so why not?
Yeah. Strange situation. First esports resume I'm going to have written.
I had to do one the other day, so... The new norm, bro. The new norm.
New norm.
We're professionalizing. Or something like that.
You know what? They're going to try and make me update my LinkedIn. But that I refuse to do. Never. Oh, there's the kill. Comes in from Belchanok outside. He's done such a good job on both sides of this map, working the outside. But
no.
Here we go. All right, the Deagle connecting. Oh, and the 5.7. Who needs guns? Pistols are where it's at, baby. And it's working out beautifully right now, all onto exit power. The op, not what you'd favor in this situation, and peeking in Reza will have him dead to rights. A coup of a round for forZe. They elected to go the conservative route, and it paid dividends.
Disaster for PARIVISION, just as they're getting traction on the rifles, just as they're starting to get their hands around this map and start thinking about overpass. They drop the ball. They had a man advantage too, and they split A into so many players. And they just kept going, even after the result got the first kill on the AWP. They just kept going. They went for a smoke, I think, as well on Squeaky. That was a mess and then some. And they have paid a heavy price. Outer aggression, fast round. Exipel wants to peek behind this Molotov. Nobody presented for the moment. Shalfie could walk into this angle. Oh, he's playing a dangerous game. He does get one before getting traded. And with the info, I don't think that's so bad. Because now he can tell his teammates, more players outer. Check that. Be cautious.
That's going to freeze up ZNX with the AWP, right? He doesn't want to go for the peak, knowing that they could be coming down his way.
Yeah, I think he could walk back into it if they get any eyes on where XPower is. Or any info. It's still good for ZNX, I think, to walk back up into this at some point. But he is static for now.
We'll see if he does. Ramp's totally open right now.
Why doesn't
This
Crad
is a tough
flash
spot.
over Secret or something? They can't commit to fighting Secret without info.
Smoke, that's going to be timely. They're going to come through it. They're going to come through it. They're just trying to walk it. Oh, no. Disastrous. First player spotted. I don't know if Tanier saw the second, but he's got to be wondering. That could be the round. They don't realize X5's gotten out, but now they've spotted him. And so they'll have him on the duel. That drops the bomb as well. Catastrophe on here for PARIVISION. Again, this has come unraveled. XPower is in lobby. Belchinok outside. They've only got 20 seconds to try and make something of this.
It's got to be. And
this stings so much.
This is a bad save as well, isn't it? Because the best you can do is drop an AK off XPower. He has no nades. And surely PARIVISION's loss bonus is not in a good place. This is bad news. This is very bad news for the Jerry squad.
It's reminding me of Mirage, where they did so much work for so long, and then some interesting decisions, some stall-out rounds where they felt like they ran out of steam, and it all just unravels right at the tail end. And because it did on Mirage, now you're in a situation where if you give it up here, that's going to be series point for forZe.
Do you want to know what they look like, Mike? They look like a team that's 25 days old. They look like a team that...
True.
When they have their rounds, when they can run their rounds properly, when Jerry has made some great mid-round calls in this series. When they look good, they do look good. They have some good players. Belchinok, Raijin, good riflers. Jerry has his moments, but there are gaps in their play. And this is Counter-Strike, baby. You have to learn the hard way. There is no substitute for losing games, getting punished, getting humbled. And that's what's happening right now, because forZe, they're not even playing with their full lineup. This is brutal.
Smoke wall outside. It's the deeper smoke wall as well, so they can scoop this a bit. And actually, the pop from the CT side confirms Shelfie gets a kill, and he spots others as well. That's ambitious.
Why? Why? Why would you do that?
Information. You have the man advantage. You said, you know what they won't expect? Do it again. And now the smokes have faded, so indeed they won't expect that, but the trade is there. 2 for 2 on the outer yard. And no one in position to deal with this lower play.
Nobody's going down. They got a lobby clear from Crad, from Radio.
This is kind of an interesting read.
What is happening in this round, bro?
That's the bomb. PARIVISION have never actually gone down when they've gotten lower, right? They've had this a couple times where they get some control outside and they just continue to work the outside spacing, and forZe called their bluff this time.
He might get a plant. ZNX is coming down.
No, maybe not. CNX is on the angle. Smoke to allow him this. Oh, not pulling the trigger just yet. Oh, he wants the kill. They're going to try a shot. It's not going to land. Plant at least gives him a chance to fight, but it's never going to happen for him in the post. They play together. And map point, 3 of them to be exact, now found for forZe. The money, it's going to be there with that plant, but PARIVISION, they've got no more margin for error.
This is tough. This is tough. 3 on the trot required for PARIVISION. There's at least 1 more buy in the tank from forZe. Maybe buying throughout all of regulation from here with some saves. This is a tall order. X5 takes a P90. He has a good spawn, Mike. What is the plan? Are we about to rush somewhere?
Let's get weird. Apparently not. If they were, they're not doing it.
Maybe they're going to pop in her and he's in first. I still don't see why you buy this unless you're getting aggressive.
They're definitely popping it at this point. It's got to be, right? And he's dead immediately, so we'll never know. Didn't even pull the trigger on it. Second player goes down. This is looking like it could be over and done with. Extra Power just trying to walk out, never expecting Tenier to be here. It's all on Belchanok. It could not have gone worse in this round. forZe will topple PARIVISION. The 2-0 claimed victory on deck. And they came out the better in the Battle of the X's, showing Jerry what he's missing.
They had their moments, PARIVISION. I think I said it on the cast. It just feels like a project that's two in its infancy. forZe on the meanwhile, it was scrappy Counter-Strike. It was wild, but they made it work. I thought Shalfie played brilliantly today.